This is Masjid Jamek. Hello everyone, welcome to Masjid Jamek Kuala Lumpur.
These skies have a different light, why noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think about.
Hello everyone, hope you have an amazing day. It's Clyde again, and today we will visit the Masjid Jamek area where you can see the old mosque, the River of Life, the Tower of Sultan Abdul Samad, and the Dataran Merdeka. It is located in the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and is the oldest mosque standing in the very state. It is situated at the confluence of Klang River and Gombak River. Its exact location is at Jalan Melayu. Masjid Jamek is known as the Friday Mosque. The mosque was built in the year of 1907 but was officially opened by the Sultan of Selangor 2 years later. One interesting fact about the mosque, besides being the oldest one in town, is that it was built on the first Malay Burial Ground in Kuala Lumpur. The architecture of the mosque is a combination of Moorish, Islam, and Magul. It was designed by the architectural assistant of the Public Work and Survey Department with the name of Arthur Benison Hubbock. The mosque provides a sense of tranquility and serenity as there are palm trees around, not to mention the nearby rivers. There are a total of 3 domes surrounding the prayer hall. The central dome is as high as 70 feet and is defined by the 2 other lower domes. And there are 2 high minarets in red and white stripes at the corners, which measured around 88 feet tall. Mosque is always packed with devotees and also tourists. This is definitely a must-visit place to appreciate the ancient architecture with a combination design of different cultures. It may not be something special to Muslims, but for all other religions, this is indeed a place worth a visit. There are a few nearby tourist attractions such as the Central Market, Chinatown, and Little India. What makes it best is that they are all in walking distance. Not only you can save the cab fees, but also you can experience the hospitality of Malaysians and enjoy the beautiful surrounding. Supposedly, we will take the Kill City tour, but unfortunately, the last schedule was 3 o'clock and we arrived at around 4 o'clock. So what we did was we just asked for a map and then we will tour by ourselves.
Hi Dong! Kumusta ka Dong? Ayos lang po.
How's your life in Kuala Lumpur?
Ayos naman yung mga nasiguring ayam.
Okay naman pagkain dito?
Oh, super okay, spicy.
Sa masarap dito
Kasi
sa
spicy
Bali.
ni Dudong.
So ayun nga, nag-close na yung half in and half out. So mag-half-half na lang kami. Kami na lang gagawa ng sarili naming tour kasi wala na. Magturi-turi na lang tatong.
Turi-turi lang tatong.
So yun na nga, I'm good at using this card na. So you must have this if you go to Kuala Lumpur. Right now, we are here in Bukit Bintang Station going to Hang Tuah Station. From there, it's a connecting station going to Masjid Jamek Station. The Bukit Bintang MRT Station, or otherwise due to sponsorship reasons, Pavilion Kuala Lumpur Bukit Bintang MRT Station, working name is Bukit Bintang Central Station, is a mass rapid transit or MRT underground station in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Construction started around 2012 and opened on 17th of July 2017. It served as one of the stations on the Klang Valley Mass Rapid Transit or KV MRT Kajang Line formerly known as Sungai Bolo Kajang Line. The station has 5 walkways and entrances that is connected to iconic buildings and malls in the Bukit Bintang locality, including Pavilion KL, Star Hill Gallery, and Fahrenheit 88 shopping malls. The main theme of the MRT station is dynamic pulse of color. This MRT station, despite its name, is not integrated and not to be confused with a separate Bukit Bintang monorail station, which is serviced by the KL monorail line instead. Paid zone to paid zone integration was once proposed but not constructed at the moment. According to earlier plans, there were meant to be 2 stations in Bukit Bintang, namely Bukit Bintang West and Bukit Bintang East, or Bukit Bintang 1 and 2. But was later reduced to only 1 Bukit Bintang station after public display and feedback. This was reflected in the stations rather odd numbering like Key G18A. So this is the Hangzhou station, and from here we will go to Masjid Jamek station.
Hello. So, kumusta ka naman daw?
Mabuti naman daw.
Oh, are you excited to go back sa Bali?
Kailan yun?
So we don't know yet what is the exact day we're going back to Bali, but I guess next week siguro.
Dito na kami sa Nuki. Dito na kami maghanap na ano.
After this, Thailand. Punta rin sa Cambodia.
Uwi na kami ng Pilipinas. See you Philippines.
Siya lang po, ako hindi. Ayaw ko umuwi. So, ano yung ano mo doon? Ano yung na-learn mo dito sa Kuala Lumpur for 1 week?
Marami no. Panay tulog. Bawal lumabas.
How about
Tapos, ang daming inuman.
since the day 1 no, na we arrived here in Kuala Lumpur, so day 1 nag-start na kami uminom. So ngayon,
Yung mga kaibigan, grabe magpainom. Non-stop. Ayaw ko na sa KL.
so shout out sa mga friends namin doon sa KL. Wag na po kaming babalik, masisira yung buhay namin.
Patay tayo dyan. Pati anak kong naon din ito.
I'm coming home to you, and I know that it's time overdue, but I'm coming home.
So, we just arrived in Masjid Jamek station.
I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home to you. And I know that it's time overdue, but I'm coming home. Hold on to my embrace this time, I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart. Have you been holding it safe?
So, this is the Sultan Abdul Samad building. It's a late 19th century building located along Jalan Raja in front of the Dataran Merdeka and the Royal Selangor Club in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The building originally housed the offices of the British colonial administration and was known simply as government offices in its early years. In 1974, it was renamed after Sultan Abdul Samad, the reigning Sultan of Selangor at the time when construction began. The building houses both the offices of the Ministry of Communications and Multimedia in the Ministry of Tourism and Culture of Malaysia. It once housed the superior courts of the country, the Federal Court of Malaysia, the Court of Appeals, and the High Court of Malaya. The Federal Court and the Court of Appeals had shifted to the Palace of Justice in Putrajaya, during the early 2000s, while the High Court of Malaya shifted to the Kuala Lumpur Courts Complex in 2007. Bluff Road, area on a hill overlooking the Padang now called Merdeka Square. However, due to the need for more office space and complaints from the public about the necessity of going up and down the hill, the state engineer of Selangor Public Works Department, Charles Edwin Spooner, proposed the building of government offices lower down at the plain. The initial suggestion was rejected due to cost, but the British resident of Selangor, William Edward Maxwell, accepted a second proposal that cost less. The building was originally designed by A.C. Norman and his assistant R.A.J. Bidwell in a classical Renaissance style, but Spooner disliked the design. It was then reworked by Bidwell under Spooner's guidance in a style variously described as Indo-Saracenic, New Mughal, or Moorish. The building has 2 stories, with the floor plan roughly in the shape of the letter F, with an extended top bar representing the frontage. The facade of the building faces the Padang and stretches over 137.2 meters along Jalan Raja, at that time the largest building in Malaya. We have the River of Life. The River of Life is a project aiming to transform the Klang River into a vibrant waterfront with high economic value. Spanning across 110 kilometers, it covers 8 rivers including the Klang River and the Gombak River. The project is led by the Ministry of Federal Territories in partnership with the Department of Irrigation and Drainage Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur City Hall, and other agencies and non-governmental organizations. The 3 major components of the project are river cleaning, river beautification, and commercialization and tourism. This area is the Dataran Merdeka, formerly known as Padang Kelab Selangor, is located in the old administrative center of Kuala Lumpur. It was originally a cricket ground for the Selangor Club, now the Royal Selangor Club. Surrounding the field are historic buildings including the Royal Selangor Club building, located at the corner of the field where important people of Kuala Lumpur often meet. Sultan Abdul Samad Building, National History Museum, and Memorial Library built in 1909, St. Mary's Anglican Cathedral, style building over 100 years old Gothic, and the stunning modern Dayabumi complex. In front of the Sultan Abdul Samad Building, the Union Jack flag was lowered and the Federation of Malaya flag was hoisted for the first time at midnight 31, 1957. Since then, Dataran Merdeka has been the site of Malaysia's annual Independence Anniversary Parade since 1957.
And I know that it's time overdue, but I'm coming home.
95-meter high flagpole, among the tallest in the world, marks the site with the round slabs of black marble. It is located in the southern part of the square. The semi-Tudor wooden building was built in 1819, became a place to watch cricket matches on Sunday afternoons. Club building in the Tudor style King of Selangor, built in 1890s, very different from the Moorish architectural building of the Sultan Abdul Samad Building, which is located opposite the square. Merdeka has an underground section that was developed in 1995. Dataran Merdeka can be said to function as a security tunnel in the event of a war, as in Iraq. In 1998, Dataran Merdeka was inundated by flash floods that overflowed from the Bottoms River. In 1971, Kuala Lumpur was also inundated by major floods. Dataran Merdeka is now being used again for the 50th Merdeka anniversary celebration, including the Merdeka Night Concert.
And I know that it's time overdue, I'm coming home to you.
So guys, that's it for today about Masjid Jamek in Kuala Lumpur. I hope when you come to Kuala Lumpur, you will visit this place also. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on my next vlog.